I fuck with Paul Mooney a lot. When it comes to like OG black comedians that talk shit, Paul Mooney was fucking ahead of his time.
Absolutely. Paul Mooney with what they have him on the Ask a Black Dude.
Yeah, he said I told some black people at my show the other day, don't have too much fun. White people can come take me away, get rid of me. He said niggas only allowed to have a little fun, not a lot of fun. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, he did predict one thing though when he did Negro Damas. It was Arsenio Hall did get another show.
Oh my God.
He did have another show. He still has another show.
He said, "Why the hell you ain't tell me this cheese was this good?"
Three, two, one. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Artisan Debt Podcast. Back again on the show. Two fantastic friends of mine. We got AC Cisneros, a.k.a. Erasmo. What's up, brother?
Hell yeah, what's good, man?
And we got Blaine. How you pronounce your last name?
Lunz.
Lunz? Okay, I almost said Lunz. Lunz.
Good,
Blaine Lunz, man,
Yes,
of Noodle, Illégal. These two very local famous for doing delicious pop-ups. I've had y'all twice at the Devil in the Deep Brewery.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic stuff, man.
Thank you, man.
Fantastic stuff. So I just got to know, I guess we can just start off, what got you into making these foods?
Damn.
I'd say, like, I've always been into cooking. Like, my great-grandpa, he was a chef. So I grew up around that and around the, cooking is a good trade. It's something you should always know how to do. If not just for a trade, just for yourself or for someone you love. Like,
honestly, it's crazy how, because I started working at Brews when I was like fucking 18, right? So me and Blaine both worked in the kitchen at Brews. And it was crazy because it's really hard to get a job at Brews. Like, it's almost crazy because I didn't really know anybody there. I just somehow, like, miraculously got that job, like,
Pretty
on
small
a whim.
staff.
Yeah, David Salinas was like, "Hey, fool, you should work here." Because I used to work with him at the spot like a long-ass time ago. Like 5-6 years ago, maybe. I don't even know. And fucking, I was just like, yeah, I really want to work there. And then one day I just walked in and Pete was like, yeah, I ain't even signed no papers or nothing. He was just like, "Hey, can you come in tomorrow?" I was like, all right, bet. So then I just fucking started working there. And here I am, like 5 years later, dude. Like, honestly.
Shout out Bruce Brothers, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out Pete.
Yeah.
And if y'all haven't checked out the Narworld Order episode, go check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Check them out, dog.
That's hilarious.
It was crazy, though, because, like, we started cooking and being delinquent dumbasses in the kitchen. And, I mean, we're all really good chefs. Like, we've all been cooking our whole lives. And then, I don't know, one day Blaine was like, I started making ramen, like, and then we started fucking around more with the Momofuku soul food cooking and, like, just really finding out all the things that make ramen what it is and ways we can incorporate our own style of cooking and, like, flavors into the dishes we want to make. And it's real cool because, like, we went from working in a place where niggas are telling us what to do to just making executive decisions on the fly and, like, doing our own thing.
There you go.
Which we prefer, because look at us. You think we fucking like authority? I mean, like, honestly, right?
Yeah.
But then we just innovated ramen and did it this whole different way and, hit the local scene selling food. Everybody already fucked with us because we did music. We're musicians. Me, under the name Erasmo, I've released music for the last few years down here. And Cat Daddy Slick, he's done his own electro punk thing. He's in the band King Shame. Shout out to King Shame.
Oh, and also everybody go check out those episodes as well. I think it's Erasmo number 6.
Yeah.
Early in the podcast, man. This is episode 33 right here, man.
Damn. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're on 6.
Bitch over.
And then also Blaine, you and Sarah came in for, I believe y'all are like 15 or 16. It's in the teens.
Something like that.
In the teens. But yes, everybody please go check out those episodes. It's Erasmo, G Razor, and King Shame, Blaine and Sarah. Everybody go check it out.
Hell yeah.
No, I think that's super important though, especially if like cooking something you've been doing but you also have like it's always good to incorporate your art forms and like the places where you work, you know. So I think that's awesome that you guys were already established artists and you've done things, but you're like, okay, what else can I do with this recognition? Well, I also like to cook, and you combine those two and then bring it into something, which is awesome. And you guys are everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I feel like for me, it was mainly, I feel like Hurricane Harvey is what kind of showed me an entrepreneurship
Oh yeah.
of like, okay, I can't go to work. I lived in Santa Fe at the time.
Yeah.
Everything around me was flooded. Like, I looked at videos, adjusted, and everybody down here, and they were cool. They were chilling. Like, it was flooded, but they were just dicking around, having
Like
fun.
kayaking downtown and shit.
And I'm over in the middle
Fuck
of
it.
nowhere in Santa Fe, and I'm like, I just trotted through fire ants last night to turn off power, and I can't leave my house until this, stuff recedes. And after that, it was kind of hard to rebuild money.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, well, I guess I'll sell weed real quick or something real quick and make some money. And then upon doing that, it was like, wait a minute, this is not making me money. This is more of a risk than it's worth. I shouldn't do this. Hold on, I know how to cook.
Yeah. That's it, dog. For real.
It's like, all right, like what can I do that's like something I enjoy doing, but also acceptable to the entire public?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Make some food.
Noodle Illégal right there. It's like,
That's how it started out.
It was born.
It was born of like
We live in the brand, dog. Like
the thing I did to survive after a hurricane became something I like to do, but with the same spirit of like, I'm going to scratch and scrape my way to make a living myself, because who knows what job's going to fall through?
yeah, exactly.
Who knows what's going to happen?
You
Like,
got to be self-reliant, bro.
you
Like
know, when I saw when he said I had a fire, I was like, oh my God, I don't have a job.
That shit was crazy.
I'm the
by the way.
kitchen manager over
Yeah.
here, and as far as I know, my job is gone. And thank God it's still there, and I still love working there. But it's just I'm always prepared for something bad to happen, because that's what
Cause that's what players do, bro. You got to stay ahead of the game. You can't like when people are like, "Oh, this happened. I'm so down and out. I'm gonna cry. I don't know what to do." It's like, bitch, you should have been thinking about that a long time ago. You can't like not put money to the side. You can't not be ready, because push come to shove, ain't nobody. It ain't finna fall at your front door. You ain't finna. Nobody's finna give you shit, bro. Like,
No.
And we're artists. What do? Create. We're gonna create some shit for y'all to eat. Y'all fucking love it, which we appreciate all y'all support. And y'all eat that shit, and we get paid, and y'all get full, and everybody's chilling. We all good. I could keep making music because I'm not broke, because I sell food, and good food. That is, like I said, we had to take our time to get to that level, bro. Like, ramen's not an easy dish to cook. We plot that shit weeks in advance. Like,
Well, and I actually do appreciate some traditional qualities y'all bring to it.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks.
I actually learned from you guys what was it? The generation of broth. I didn't know that.
yeah.
And you're because the first time I got ramen from y'all, AC, you were like, yeah, man, it's 6th generation broth, and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I was thinking about it. I was like, D-Generation X. I was like, thinking about
It's just no, never mind. We're changing it.
Like,
Blaine.
break it down.
I was like, but then I was asked, and I was like, oh, okay, that's actually cool. We use a little bit left over to the new batch.
It's just you can't recreate that type of complexity, depending on the ingredients or amounts of what we put in the tare, or the base, which is the other base beside the actual animal broth that goes in there. Depending on what style of ramen you're making, there's 2 components. There's the actual broth, and then the seasoning, which is the tare, which is also kind of like a broth.
Yeah.
You make it out of different vegetables, fruits, blah, 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 whatever. Can't spill all our secrets. But it's great, and it's cool to be able to play with that, because we're from Texas, me being Hispanic, and, us both being from the country and shit, we use ingredients that other people around the world wouldn't use, untraditional, to make ramen, but it's really not that different, bro. Like, I tell people all the time that the whole world has pretty much the same shit, just cooked in different ways with different spices, right? So, like, take Indian food, right? I always say this. You got, let's say I'm finna eat some Mexican food, right? I got, like, carne asada, which is, like, meat and gravy, and then, like, rice and beans, like charo beans and shit. Or refried beans is a better example, right?
Yeah.
You go get some Indian food, you get like some fucking curry with some type of meat in it, right? Which is basically just carne asada with different spices and shit.
Yeah.
And then you get rice, jasmine rice, and then you get refried lentils, which is dal, And that's the same shit down to the tortilla, bro. Like naan bread is just a fucking tortilla. It's the same shit, just with like
It's like
cardamom and shit and like more comino.
It's like different style, different part of the world.
But it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just tastes a little. They just put their own sauce, their own finesse on it, really. And that's what we do.
That's really cool.
Pretty much with our ramens, it's taking, influences we've had from learning about different chefs that have inspired, unique ramen styles, like Ivan Orkin from Ivan Ramen.
Fuck yeah.
Or David Chang. But then we realized, like, wait, what can we do to make a unique Texas style on this style of food? And that's what we do. Like, instead of doing a tare, we'll do like a sofrito base, or we'll do, more of
which is a
Texas-style
really
meats.
fancy, fragrant tare.
Yeah. It's pretty much making a cobbler and then making it a soup broth.
Hey, we should tell. I don't want to spill too much of our shit, but we should. Right? It's hard to talk about our ingredients because there's so much thought that goes into them. And we don't want nobody to play or hate and steal our recipes and shit.
For real.
Because that'd be some bullshit. And then we have to beat them up, and that'd be illegal.
Illégal.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Okay, so we did a sofrito base for a beef chili type ramen that we made, right? So the broth was made with like 2 racks of fucking beef ribs, right? And the sofrito base that we decided to make was made with like, what was it made out of, bro? Prickly pear.
It was prickly pear, yellow onion,
garlic,
black garlic.
black garlic. It was
good
black
shit.
garlic, prickly pear. We put something else really tight in it, and I can't remember exactly what that was.
Don't worry about that.
I know. You're right. But anyways, you get the point. So we got all these Texas desert ass ingredients, right? In this tare base, this sofrito is what it's called. Who the fuck else would think of that, right? And we mix it with this beef stock, and it made like this almost chili tasting ramen, but we made it in such a traditional manner. Besides the ingredients that we added to it to put our own little kick on it, it made this really like fragrant, badass, like chili smelling beef ramen that you would only get from us. With the noodles and the toppings that we decided to put on the bowl. And we put fajitas on it. I made some badass homemade charo beans with like sausage and bacon in them. And fucking put a scoop of charo beans on top of the bowl. Mushrooms, corn, seaweed, and then fajitas on that bitch. Where else are you going to get that?
Yeah, so pretty much our
Dude,
take on it.
that's
the Texas State ramen right there. Because, chili is the Texas State dish. So we had to make it play it real quick.
That is like the perfect embodiment of like just Texas Asian dish. Like
And so, like, for me, I've gone to, any ramen shop I can go to, pho shop, ramen shop. I always try to find things that are unique about each one.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like, I like the saltiness of this broth at this place. I find that, pleasing. And I'll take notes. I always try to, write down what I find tight about things.
It's so hard to do our research.
Yeah.
We have
But
to eat
also,
good food. Oh, no.
I want to do a shop to where you come there and it's like, whoa, this is tight. And if it's in Galveston, that's even more tight. Because in Houston, you can hit like, 3, 4, 5 ramen shops in a day. And yeah, a few of them to me stand out. A few of them to me are something that I'm like, I have to go back here. I'll drive an extra 30 minutes to go here. Because just this little taste in their tonkatsu is better and a little bit different. And I like it. I want to make one in Galveston to where people are like, yo, we got to go to Galveston to get this. And everybody I know from Houston, from Clear Lake, they always want to complain, like, oh, Galveston's a far drive. I can't come down there and hang out with you.
From Clear Lake?
Yes. And it's like, dude,
come on, man.
We drive to the Hong Kong food market on Scarsdale and the one on Monroe.
On the regular, bro. Yeah.
No, I'm about to say, like, I got band practice in Houston, like, once a week.
Yeah. Bro, we the only cats in there that look like we look. Getting excited as fuck,
yesterday.
Bro.
We got prayed for yesterday.
That's pretty dope.
In the Hong Kong market, we got prayed for on the instant noodle aisle of the Hong Kong market yesterday. Me, this man right here, our buddy Ford.
We was fucked up on all kinds of drugs and alcohol and shit. And this lady just, I don't know, maybe we just look like some heathen ass motherfuckers. And she was like, I gotta pray for these niggas
so
right here.
Weird.
So yeah, so we're chilling in the instant noodle aisle. And you know how fucking old crazy Christian, they want to convert you, and they're all intense as fuck when they talk to you. They're like, hi,
I
how are you
thought
doing
she
today?
was-
This is a good day to be alive. And I'm like, oh my God, bitch,
thought
I'm
it
trying to
was a
get
secret
instant ramen.
shopper.
Yeah.
We're literally looking at instant noodles while trying to find the dashi because we need dashi for like most of our ramen broths.
Yeah.
And this lady's like wide-eyed following us
Oh
down
my
this
God,
aisle.
it was intense.
And I'm like looking back, and he's looking back, and our buddy Ford's like, "Hey, check out this knife I found. It's only $13." And we're like, "That's tight, dude." And then
We're
so,
shopping for knives on drugs at the Asian market.
In the midst
She got to
of
come
this,
fuck with us.
This lady keeps following us, all wide-eyed, and
Yeah,
I'm like
she did, bro. Her eyes about to pop out
trying
her head
to
and
grab
shit.
instant noodles to look at to kind of like divert my attention to something else besides some lady like staring at me with like cocaine eyes, and I'm like, "Hey, AC, have you ever seen these noodles?" And he's like, "I'm getting 2 packs of these full." Hey, what's up? And this lady's like, what are y'all doing in here? And we're like, shopping. Well, have you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior?
I was
And we're
like, no. Like, not
No,
exactly. Look at me.
we're just trying to
Look
shop
like I
real
did,
quick.
like-
And she was like, okay, well, what are your ambitions? What are you doing here from Galveston? And we're like, shopping, buying stuff for our catering, thing we got going on Sunday. And she's like, well, do you guys want to open a restaurant? Like, what are you doing? And we're like, yeah.
Wait,
And
it's
she's
just the
like-
whole time you're just like, where are you? We know you want something. What the fuck do you want?
Just waiting for it. Just like what?
And we just let it happen because, okay, there's 2 situations you could do.
Yeah.
Either A, no, we're moving on and shopping, or B, let's let this crazy thing happen in the middle of this grocery
was
store.
funny.
Because why not?
Why not? Why not?
I'm not tripping. Anyone could believe in whatever they want to believe in, and that's cool. But real talk, it's like fucking 2019, okay? If you're running up to people at Asian markets, all the niggas trying to do is get some instant ramen, and you trying to like push religion on me, it's like, why are you here? Did somebody hire you to increase Christian morale at the Asian market or some shit? Because like, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck are you in here? And, and look at us. Did we look like the type of people you want to walk up to and start praying for? Like, I mean, maybe like
so.
The
like,
best part of it was
we were
like,
drinking liquor in that bitch. Like, what do you want from me?
The best part of it was no matter how many times we tried to casually divert her away, her eyes got wider and wider. And it's like, but seriously. If you
Oh,
accept
the face got all
Jesus-
dark, and you're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And we're like, you know what? Fine.
That shit's
What are you
scary.
Doing? What are you doing? And she was just like, let's all join hands. And like me, him, our buddy Ford, all join hands.
And my girlfriend,
she walks up.
She
as
has
this is
a-
happening.
she has a crop top on. She has a giant Baphomet tattooed on her stomach because she's pretty, and we're both fucking satanic as fuck. If you go in my house and you're a Christian person, it'll scare you. There's like devil shrines everywhere and dead animals' heads and shit. It's beautiful. I think it's nice. And, it's clean. It's pretty. My house is pretty. It's just scary.
yeah.
Like looking at me and her, I'm like, why are you doing this to us?
Oh, that's exactly.
the
what-
We're
best
not
part-
canvassing you. I don't believe in any religion, but I'm not fucking,
We
Yeah.
all joined hands.
Yeah, we were like, fuck it.
And so she's like,
Fuck it.
repeat after me if you believe what I'm saying.
Oh,
Lord
yeah.
Jesus Christ is my Savior. And we're like, hell yeah, that's what's up.
Drunk
and then
as
she's
fuck.
like, okay, so you guys want a restaurant? And she said, okay, this shit that she said. She said, you guys realize this is a divine appointment. She pulled her phone out and was like, it is 8:37. This grocery store closes in 23 minutes. I'm supposed to be here and y'all are supposed to be here because this is an appointment made by God for us to meet. And I'm like, are you schizophrenic?
I'm really trying to buy some instant noodles, bro, at this point.
It's like, yes, we know the store's closing, and we have like an hour drive home. So.
Yeah.
And then the worst part was like, after this, the cops in there followed us around the whole time. Like, we're the crazy ones.
Yeah, we
And
wasn't doing shit. We break bread with them, bro. You know how much
This
shit we buy
lady
from them?
leaves, and then the cops in there literally, like, trailed us on our hunt to find things before the market closed because we needed, things to make aioli's with. We needed, like, garlic
Like-
chips and random things.
Damn near escorted
And
us
they're
out.
like watching us. I'm like, dude, we're not the ones that caused this whole, big scene in here. We just wanted to come buy stuff for a pop-up on Sunday.
It's like, oh, there he is, Johnson.
On the
Yeah.
He's got the blue hair.
Dude,
Yeah.
on the way out, I was trying to go through one of the doors, and this cop goes, no, go through here. And I'm like, okay, my bad. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we have a secret metal detector screen for this doorway. Go this way.
I
Crazy,
can't
man.
even begin to tell you the day we had before that. Like, the last thing you want to do when you're hungover and on copious amounts of drugs is pray in the noodle aisle. Or like, I wanted to go home, nigga. Like, I wanted to go chill. You know, we're running errands and shit. This did not fit into our demographic. And then we went to the motherfucking Mexican restaurant, and Blaine decided to dip his tortilla chips in his margarita and just eat that the whole time instead of, eating real food.
Hey,
He
I
just
found
wanted-
something out about myself that day is, if you ever get a frozen margarita, the best way to enjoy it is tortilla chips on a hot day.
Hey, but real
It's
talk
just
is
frozen salsa.
yeah, it's like when you fucking dip your fry in a motherfucking frosty
in
or
a
some
shake.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that. It's the same shit, just like we were talking about.
I was like, boy, what the fuck is
It's
you
the
doing?
same
It's the
shit.
same thing. It's like lime.
This
salsa.
old Mexican dude, the waiter, he was scared. He was scared. I was the only one to speak Spanish, so I'm talking to him in Spanish, and he's looking at me like, why the fuck is that white boy dipping tortilla chips in his margarita? like,
It's like,
you know what I'm saying?
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, just shh.
Hey, man, just let him do it, bro.
I mean, my boy got a tip. Just bring me a shot, dog. Don't worry
It's
about
not my fault. I know the secret menu at Rucci's.
it.
Dude, that's badass. So, what is one of you guys' favorite pop-up caterings y'all have done?
I'd say one of my favorites was when we did the duck ramen last
Yeah.
at the library. Just because I feel like we figured out the plum sofrito with the duck.
Yes.
That broth.
It was fucking amazing. It was fragrant and savory. It wasn't gamey because the way we marinated the duck.
Yeah.
You have like this fucking Christmas type plum garlic scent with fresh cinnamon and cardamom and shit in it coming out of the duck broth. Like where the fuck else would you get that, right?
Man.
Dude, one time we did a pop-up. I had my music video release party for
which one is that? Let me shout it out.
it was the one, what was that?
Which one was it? We can shout it out.
It was for Run Up, Get Done Up.
Oh, yeah.
Check that out on YouTube, dog. On my page, Erasmo 409. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, every social media. That's what my tag is. You feel me? But look, fucking. So I had did a show with Youngster from Screwed Up Click and K Reno from South Park Coalition.
Was that at library?
Yeah. Well, I did that show like a couple weeks before, right? And K Reno came up to me and G Razor. He was like, yo, like I love y'all's music. And of course, me being from the South Side.
Hey, bro, that's super cool. By the way, man, the flow sessions was like my shit.
Yeah.
When I was younger, bro.
Yes, bro.
Like when I saw him there, we were out of town when it happened, but I was like, fuck.
It was
dude.
cool because he was like, bro, I fuck with you. You're really cool. I like your music. I like your style. Like I like your hustle attitude. If you want me to fuck with you and do a show or anything, just let me know how we could work together. And I was like, bro, like it's just amazing to me because I've been listening to this nigga since I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
Cause I don't have parents like other people have parents. I've been listening to Screw and like gangster rap and shit since I was like a fucking child, a little baby.
Yeah.
So he was like, I was like, yeah, actually, I got a video release party. I want you to play at it. And K Reno came down, headlined it for me. You know what I'm saying? Me and him play like this badass show. Blaine and I are selling tonkatsu ramen and empanadas out that bitch trapping.
Hey, bro, did K Reno get something else food?
He
Hell
did.
yeah, he loved it.
Yeah. Dude, I was so like...
Bro, that's fucking dope.
I
dude.
felt like a nerd. He walks up to me and he's like, hey, man, that was dope. And I was like, can I get a picture with you? And he goes, yeah, bring your noodle menu over here.
Yeah.
And K. Reed
He
was
real,
like
bro.
holding the menu of the night. And
bro,
like,
that is mad love right there.
Yeah, it
man.
is.
he was cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
We hustling, bro. Like I work at the library, and I was like, you know what? We should sell food at the place I work, play a show, bring a Houston legend to it, and still get drunk. Let's go. Let's make hundreds of dollars. Let's fucking hustle, bro. Cause like I'll put 4 or 5 things together that I do at the same time. If that means I'm finna get bread and like show ass doing it, cause fuck it.
Yeah, do it,
Like-
man. That's dope, man. That's fantastic.
We creative as fuck out here, bro. Really.
Man, absolutely, man. That's super
And
cool.
you are. If y'all don't know, Delvin's like fucking badass. We sitting in the studio right now, and it's a million things drawn all over like it always is in here. It's always different in here.
Yeah, I mean, actually, man.
This boy pulled up a
a
chair
bit
for my
different.
phone so I could charge that hoe. Because he real.
He was like, "Well, let me get a chair for your phone. Everybody sits. Nobody sits on the floor."
Yeah, dog. It's
You know,
real.
that's what I like about down here is I'm super appreciative that, say I lived in Friendswood or something, there's no way I'd be able to do the things we do down here.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pop-ups and everything. Like I've lived in Houston, I've lived in Las Vegas, I've lived in Clear Lake, and it's not, productive in a lot of places.
It
Like when I
ain't.
lived in Las Vegas, I was like tight, it's a crazy city where like anything goes and I can do all these shows and it'll be tight.
Need a beer full?
And I met all like the local kids and they're just like, don't fall for the trap. It's depressing here. You don't want to be here. It's a fishbowl. You'll hate it. And it wasn't until the night I saw Megadeth up there that I realized they were right. The dude that opened for Megadeth was not a local.
You're talking about Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude that opened for Megadeth in Vegas was not a local up there at all. It was some dude that was like from Arizona on tour, and it was a guy with a laptop that played like shred riffs over like MIDI beats.
Oh, my God.
Oh man.
And I knew so many tight bands from Vegas that could have opened for him, but
Wait, did he play right before Megadeth?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
I would have been pissed, bro.
I was pissed.
I would have been so pissed.
There was only
dog.
one venue up there.
Dave
and it
Mustaine
was
should have bitch slapped.
way
We
past.
shoulda, bro.
Have you ever been to Vegas before?
Huh? No, I have not.
Oh, well, like, past the downtown Vegas, where it's, like, the old spot with the big screen on the street and stuff, there was a place called The Farm. It's the only all-ages venue up there that had, like, punk bands. It was some dude's dad's barn property.
Megadeth played there?
No, they played at House of Blues in Mandalay Bay. But I'm saying, like, I had seen better bands on a farm, in the desert than I saw at the House of Blues.
Dude, well, man, some of the... I've seen that happen one other time. It was when I think we were going to go see Mastodon. It was, like, me and my dad. And he didn't open right before.
tight.
He didn't open right before, but the first guy that went on, because me as a kid, I wanted to see all the bands, because me, like, this is before I really started playing drums, and like I just loved going to shows, and I want to see everybody, because even though I didn't pay for the tickets, I always tell my dad, I was like, I want the most for my money, even though I'm not paying for it, but I was like, I want to see everything, and but man, there was one time this guy was playing, he was same shit, he was playing guitar over some beats he made, but this is in like 2008. So, it sounds like shit, and like it's really bad.
Like the same time I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I was sitting there, and I was like, man, that was one of the first times in my life where I was trying to get down with it, and I was like, I don't fuck with this. Not that I'm hating on anybody that uses loops or anything, like.
I mean,
Nah,
I do
word.
personally.
Yeah, exactly. But because it just wasn't done well.
It's
Is
just
what-
how when
getting at.
rappers will fucking put their regular song on and not even have a show mix made
That kills me, bro.
and fucking rap over that shit. And I'm like,
Bro, that's
you're garbage. Like my 6-year-old little brother, Sam.
yeah.
I got a professional show mix made for us at a show in Houston. He's 6 years fucking old, killing it on stage to a show mix.
Yeah.
Not to a song, to a professional show mix that he could recite. But then these fools, they want to fucking get a dumb, retarded ass tattoo on their throat and decide to sing over MP3s of beats they stole.
Dude,
And that's why they suck.
Dude, the first time I saw that, it was when I was living in Austin. It was in 2015. We went to South by Southwest. We didn't live far from downtown. I went out there, and I was like, it was funny, man. People were looking at me crazy when I said this shit, but I was sitting here, and like, my cousin's like, oh, we're gonna see this shit. They come on, and they're doing that shit, and I was like, he's fucking lips. Is he lip syncing? Is he singing over it?
Yeah, bro, what the fuck?
And then they were just like, nah, bro, he's performing. I was like, nah, bro, that shit sucks. I was like, he's just playing his song and talking over it.
Yeah, he's just yelling and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that's garbage.
Like at
bro.
one-
Where
like-
is the showmanship?
Yeah, like during one of the verses, he was just like, yeah, come on, and like the words are still going. I was like, bro, what? And everybody,
Bro, you see me at a show, I'm rapping fast as fuck until I'm blue in the face and
Yeah.
jumping on shit. And
well, then I finally got a chance to ask him, and this
What?
is actually the first time like I knew I wanted to talk to artists. Though is when I actually got to talk to one of an artist in Austin, local artist, and I was like, man, why do you just play the song? Why don't you play a backtrack? And they're like, oh, bro, because we're just trying to get the song out there, man. like it's about the performance and the energy. Like, and plus, if I was up there doing it, they'd hear me running out of breath and shit and whatever.
But that's
That's part of
I'm like,
playing
that's part of the show, man.
Yeah.
People mosh at my shows sometimes, but I'm rapping fast and the motherfucker like,
Get in there.
yeah, bro, like pick your fucking nuts up and
Fucking
do a
is
set.
part of the experience.
Yeah, dude, when your favorite artist fucks up a little and their show is still tight, you're like, this is tight.
Well, it makes the experience unique. It's
Yeah.
it's not about like recreating the same thing every night. It's about going somewhere and just doing it. Like, and it's
One time,
honestly,
we did a show at Senpai's back when we used to
man,
have Senpai's,
man,
bro.
throwback to Senpai.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out,
R.I.P.,
shout
nigga.
out, Pete again.
Hey, so look, one time it was me and my best friend Patrick's birthday. My birthday just passed up. My best friend's birthday is on the 9th, so it's on. When the fuck is that? What's today? Thursday?
Just tomorrow.
Tomorrow, nigga. I don't know what time
Man,
it is right now.
also, if everybody's listening, this probably won't release before. Y'all should come. My birthday is this Saturday.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
It's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come through.
We'll come, dude, for real.
Okay,
I get off
cool.
like 7.
All right, bet.
But yeah, happy birthday, Pat, bro. I love you, bro. My best friend, bro. We done grew up together. He's part of the reason why I rap now, bro. We used to freestyle with each other every day and shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, one day, at Senpai's, we fucking, bro, you know, me on stage, I act the ass. I brought a birthday cake up there with 2 tall boys
Oh,
in
yeah.
it, shoved in the cake.
That was
I was like,
nice.
fuck blowing out candles. At the end of Happy Birthday, we shotgun them hoes. Let's go, on stage. And then I finished my set with cake all over me. My gold teeth got cake in it and shit. I done shotgun a beer. And I still performed my stage mix. I didn't yell over a song. Like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, bro.
It's like with me, you know, playing a kink shame. Like, I have never considered myself a drummer. I try to play drums, and it's something that's always challenging for me. And so every time I go on stage to play drums, I'm like, I'm probably gonna, you know, not do this perfect, but I might figure out something else that works different, or I might just make a train wreck of myself. I don't know. I'll probably make a train wreck of myself in any other situation in life anyway. So
Yeah, it's
why
called
not
having
just,
balls.
You know, do it behind a drum kit.
Well, it's cool though. You're going out there and you're like, man, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a good ass time doing it.
Yeah.
Look at this little thing.
Yeah.
Because like,
Oh yeah, and because I mean, I may or may not cut this out too, but I'll just go ahead and tell y'all because this is funny.
Fuck it.
I've talked to multiple people about just whenever it gets brought up on the show, right? And it's funny because, so like, you know, people when they watch Joe Rogan's podcast and stuff, he can like smoke in his videos and stuff because he's in Cali, so it don't matter.
yeah,
You know, like here, if my podcast was on video,
it's different.
and the thing is, like, if it was rolled, it wouldn't matter. But if they see green, that's a problem.
Right.
Bro, that's some bullshit because you could buy CBD weed at the motherfucking smoke shop.
Well,
It's $20 an eighth. It's some shitty ass dro, but it's weed.
and that's the thing. But honestly, like nobody would come after me for that unless like I was like big. Like honestly, bro, if you're gonna come after a small podcast for like talking about some weed, like you really bored, bro.
yeah,
Right.
for real, bro. Like,
Like you know, like and plus, man, nowadays, especially, I mean, this is also something funny point to talk about would be how also shout out the opioid crisis is actually helping everything move into legality. even
For
though
real.
even though the opioid crisis is terrible, I got family members with problems with that.
Same.
And you know it's a big thing, but you know, two sides of the coin, you know, keeping that balance in the world. This really negative happened, but it's allowing something that's been well deserved for a long time to come up.
I feel like it is, but at the same time, it's not going to a degree that would be productive for a while.
Yeah, true. I mean,
It's like, what do you
it's
want
where
people
the
high
money-
on opiates or smoking weed?
No, but it's not the high on opiates. It's where the money's at.
Oh yeah.
It's literally like, okay, can we give this person access to grow this something in their backyard, or do we regulate something else that
You're right,
they come
bro.
back to us to? And even with like the weed thing, it comes down to how are they going to make money off of it, because that's how they're going to think about it is, okay, so let's say, yeah, let's let people grow weed in their backyard, but also it's going to be, delegated by Monsanto, and you have to buy these kind of seeds, and we're going to keep track of what you buy and the amount you can buy and this shit. It's crazy. Like, okay, so I can go to Academy right now and buy, like, as much ammo as I want for my gun, which I'm totally cool with that. But also, let me grow weed too. Mm-hmm. It's like
You better not.
a crazy double-sided coin of like they're defending one thing and not another thing.
Hey, this grinder's tight.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Santa Cruz.
It's really nice.
I don't know, man. The whole system of power and government's totally not tight. It's not working. It's fucked up. None of it makes any sense. It's like this dying breed of old white dudes. They're like,
Once they die off, it'll be cool though.
we don't know that yet, but it will be better because these dudes are like, oh, let's just, hold on to the 50s. The 50s are great. Let's just do the 50s again. And like Donald Trump's all like, oh, yeah, let's just do this, old school shit. It's not tight. It's terrible.
Well, something cool I've been seeing though is, I mean, of course, it's not everybody, right? But it's also on both sides, not everybody. I've actually had the privilege of getting to talk to some really like open-minded, like super right wing,
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of cool because they're younger, like around our ages.
It's cool to hear that opinion, I guess.
Well, the thing is like, because me, I don't really like pick sides. Like I kind of have what I think is as ethical as it can get.
Stay
on
in your
either
lane,
way.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm just.
Only way to do it.
It's like, hey man, it's like as long as I'm cool and I can get up and go to work, I can go drink, do whatever I want whenever I want. I'm cool for right now, But I just it's actually moving forward, when we all get like older, hopefully, shit will transfer over because it's funny. Like I think Steph was you pointed out whenever it said like two of the politicians like hurt themselves because they fell over and like broke a hip or something. And it's like, bro, that means you need to fucking retire.
Right.
I saw a post the other day and it said, what are we going to do with millennials coming into the office? And the response was, I don't know. We'll decide that after your funeral.
Bro,
Right.
yeah. Like,
what else are you going to do?
Houston elected 9 judges.
And they were all elderly, weren't they?
They were black females. That was the best shit to happen in a long time.
That's actually super dope.
That's diverse. That's what we need, and that's why people are player hating on other ethnicities and just being scared of things that are different. Like, come on, aren't we past that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's super outdated, man. I like that the world's moving that way too, man. Where people say some outdated shit now, and everybody's just like, bro, get that out of here, man.
Bro, like I remember when we was, like when it's just like when guys are like, oh, I won't mess with that girl 'cause she's black or Hispanic or white or blah blah blah. It's like, boy, if you don't think a woman is pretty just because of her ethnicity, then that's stupid as fuck. Because women are gorgeous for all kind of different reasons.
How many times I'll be
just like food, just like anything,
Right.
just like differences are what make us unique, bro. Like.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get at the grocery store. I'll be at Kroger, walking through the store with my cart, minding my own business. Old Republican guy, you got blue hair, right? And I'm like, really? Oh my god! Oh well, fuck! I gotta go! I gotta get to the hospital right now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I gotta go! I gotta leave.
Yeah.
And it's like, what, dude? Come on! Like, just leave me alone. I'm minding my own business. Like.
Drink a
I'm
goddamn
literally
beer.
in Kroger trying to buy some scallions and ginger. There's no reason
That's
for
a
my
real-
hair to be brought in this
That's
conversation.
a real gangster shopping list, right?
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, I'm up to no good, man. It's like scallions and ginger.
Yeah, who knows what the fuck I'm about to do
It's
with
like
this?
I'm not gonna walk up to you and be like, you got some Birkenstocks on, right? You got a Birkenstocks.
Boy,
the
I
sandals.
know, bro. They be
It,
looking at me like you're dressed weird. Boy, you got some Moses sandals on, nigga, like you 5 years old.
I told him when those are called
Your ass
Birkenstocks.
on a boat and you got them sandals on, boy.
He was like, those sandals that are like the leather ones that have open spaces on them that like old people wear? And I was like, yeah, Birkenstocks. And he's like, there's a name for that? And I was like, yes, they're called that. That's the brand.
They need a Birkin stock them hoes back on the shelf and not wear them hoes because they ugly as fuck, boy. How your ass gonna have a boat, a mansion, and you gonna wear the $20 New Balances? Them hoes look like motherfucking marshmallows on your feet. You ugly as fuck for wearing that shit. You could splurge and spend another $5-10 on a cheap pair of Nikes, but your ass want to wear those. And don't act like you have a boat and shit.
He's like, come on, man. When I go to Walmart, I just pick them up with my
Let's
eggs.
get some vintage shirts. Let's get the vintage shirts. I might not go fishing today, but the back is vintage. So if I rent a scooter on the seawall and clock up traffic, it'll be awesome.
Yeah, bro. Magellan shirts and shit. Boy, you ain't about to go. You ever even held a gun? You better put that shirt back, buddy. Shit.
Oh man, what was that? I got a buddy of mine that does like jujitsu and mixed martial arts and stuff, and like he'll like out in public when we go, like it was out in Austin when we go get like drinks and stuff. He'd call out people on 6th Street wearing tap out shirts.
Oh God.
because
I don't blame him.
like,
Fuck that.
Like he's like, hey bro, he's like, cause I get it's a wide brand, but it's funny or people that are like dressed up with fighter gear on. He's like, hey man, like you walk up and just like check people. I mean, he ended up getting
So
in
it's
shit.
the Thrasher of fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like what niggas wear Thrasher but don't skate?
Dude, you know
the same
one of my
thing.
favorite things about Thrasher is that they called out the world for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were like, stop wearing our shit if you don't skate.
Yeah.
We don't want money. We just want y'all to stop being stupid.
Yeah, he was just like, we're not a fashion statement. Like whenever, because I think it was like H&M straight bopped off them. Like
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
H&M bopped off Forever 21, dude.
Yeah, they did.
I don't get that. Like, I do Muay Thai. I've been training Muay Thai for a few years now, and I just recently started doing jiu-jitsu like 6 months ago because my coach was like, you're doing jiu-jitsu now. And I'm not going to argue with him, bro, because he got them hands. So I was like, cool, I'm doing jiu-jitsu now, bet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is good because I needed to learn groundwork, but you rarely ever hear me talk about stuff like that. Like, I train like 2-3 times a week, usually for like 3 hours each session, bro. Like, I'm always fighting all the time.
Well, because it's like your challenge and it's your
my
education
own thing.
and it's pain, so it's like it's your own thing.
Yeah, I'm patient as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally hit me in the face and I'll just be like, say, dog, watch out. Like,
Yeah.
because people that have to bark like that and wear clothes that say I can fight, like, I'm hood as fuck. You gonna see me in a t-shirt, muscle shirt every day. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. Like,
That's like why we were late over here. Our neighbor is like an older guy, and he's like trying to yell at us about why is this 5-gallon bucket missing from the backyard? And we're like, dude, why would we take your bucket?
yeah.
We don't have your
Like
bucket.
maybe you took it inside, bro.
It's and I'm like, you know, I'm the only one of us that fights all the time, that actually trains to fight. And I'm like, look, y'all, let's all calm down and talk about this like reasonable
Talk about
people.
the bucket.
And that's
No
just
one
me.
has your bucket.
That's me being like, hey, I could break your teeth or we could talk about this.
Yeah.
Because there's no need for none of that. We're grown adults. We don't need to fucking, like, come on, bro. We need all that hooting and hollering and shit. Like, this
Especially
ain't the
over a
early
fucking bucket.
2000s, dog.
I was like, bro, if someone loses a tooth over a bucket, man, that's just silly. You know what I mean?
I don't yell at people, but when this guy got crunk with me from like top porch, I was on the like yard. And I was like, "Fuck you, get down here! Like, I'll beat your ass right now." You know, getting crunk.
I was like,
don't
Blaine,
do that.
chill out.
That's not
Calm
what I do.
down. Yeah, nah, he usually, but he was talking that
Maybe
cash money,
he
though.
was-
So
he
Blaine was like,
pushing buttons, man.
I've
'Cause
seen
he-
Blaine beat the fuck out of, you know, he's nice, but we both are. But come on, bro. Like, don't be so mean
I'm like,
and
man,
crass.
come on, dude. If you want to yell at me about something, at least not a bucket. He's like, I know you used it for a drum set. And I was like, I have a drum set, dude. Like, what?
Oh God. Hey, but when
I
he
know
wants
you
to
used
when he wants to jam motherfucking Creed and shit outside, we don't say nothing because that should be illegal. It's sitting outside.
Just blasting. It was like,
Yeah, bro.
This
Like,
boy said, I know you took my bucket. I'm up all night. I'm like, dude, just 2 seconds ago, you said you go to sleep at 10 every night. And he goes,
yeah.
I do, but I get up and I have a stack of buckets and I keep count of them. I've got white ones, I've got red ones, and I've got yellow ones. And I'm missing a yellow one. And I was like, well, how does it sound? Does it sound different than the, orange or red or white? Do they sound? Now I want your buckets, dude.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, it's like
Now I
Let's
want 'em.
experiment with colors of buckets and how they resonate
It's like,
when you
I
play
didn't-
them as drums.
I didn't initially
Let's
take
go.
your bucket, but
It's
now
pretty
you're
dope.
giving me an incentive to take all of your buckets.
That's your next podcast.
Is it about
Doug.
to say now you're just spanning this whole new musical venture I want to go on now. Like,
What die is heavier
bucket boys.
acoustically?
the Bucket Boys. We'll be like a Blue Man Group. But
Hi,
better.
we're the bucket boys. These are all
Bruh.
stolen buckets.
Hey, bro, say drummers do badass things on buckets, man.
I've seen it. Like
Like Brian the Brain be shredding on them,
Oh,
bro.
dude, like wicked. You know, and they have all kinds of things. They got like license plates and buckets, just like
Yeah.
trash, and just make full drums out of them. It's wicked.
man, one of my favorite things was like getting different paint roller trays. Because those things are gnarly snare sound.
Oh yeah.
Like paint trays,
Like
the
that
aluminum
snap,
ones
yeah.
are tight for snare sounds.
Wow.
Bro, me and Blaine, when we first started making music together, you know, we used to put out cassettes like Desert Radio, stuff like that. And fucking, we was making gorilla tapes at his mom's crib in Santa Fe for the longest time, like all analog, the same Panasonic tape recorder that fucking DJ Screw had. We got 808s, fucking other tapes, records and shit. We're sampling shit. We're fucking running 1.5 hour takes in one take, making whole fucking tapes on that bitch that sound badass.
Mm.
Cause that's how we started making music, and now my shit's on iTunes and Spotify. 409 Forever.
Yeah, shit, you gotta start somewhere. Well, that's actually really cool though.
Yeah.
And I actually made sure to make a note of that on both of y'all's episodes because you know y'all both talked about that. Was how just y'all came from that original background of like music creation. You know, like because like a lot of musicians now, especially a lot of the big ones up there now, they've never got a taste of that.
They never pressed a motherfucking actual button. Probably.
And like, and it's actually really cool. Y'all came from that, and then you'd see how y'all grow into it. But the coolest part, man, and the reason why I wanted to tie y'all in on this episode was that y'all y'all put that creative energy into food.
Yeah,
and I think that's really cool.
and that's like what's cool is like me and him have known each other for a long time, and we started like knowing each other in a kitchen. But then the kitchen transitioned into music, and now it's like the music is transitioning back into a kitchen environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this fool right here, I remember so many nights in Santa Fe, we'd make tapes all night and wait until in Santa Fe they have Dylan Liquor on 1764.
Yeah.
It's a donut shop and liquor store, and if you hit it at the right
That's a
time,
hell of a
they're
combination.
both open.
It's 6 and 0. Anytime after 6, baby. Kolaches and liquor. Let's
And we
go.
go in there.
So like no shit. I could be like, let me get a ham and cheese and a bottle of Jameson's.
No,
Swear to God,
it's
you got
one
they
store.
next
You
door
walk
to each
in
other,
there.
but they connected.
Okay. So you can't get at the same
Yeah.
counter.
It's two different cashiers, but it's the same like owners. And it was the tightest stuff ever.
We still awake from making tapes, eat some breakfast, and get more drunk and fall asleep, get back up, do the same thing.
I'll never forget the first time we finished the tape. We went
Finished
and
it.
We bought a bottle of Corbel champagne, and this fool never opened a bottle of champagne. And we're in my
Too
mom's
hood for that.
backyard, and he goes, and it goes, bah! And it went all the way across like a half acre and hit the fence. It was like,
It hit a
And he was
sign, bro.
dude,
It almost hit one of the horses, bro. I was like, oh shit. I almost hit a horse, bro. That shit.
Dude, that's
We got so drunk that day because we drank like 2 handles of gin. We both had 2 40s each. We had some martinis. We had some liquor. We drank, I don't even know how many beers at Brews, and we only drink double IPAs. Like, I'm surprised I'm alive looking back because we almost died. That's what happens when we celebrate anything. Because our normal days are like celebrations for other people. So, like, if we celebrating, we're going to, like, damn near OD. Swear to God.
Well, I was about to say, just like y'all do in the game, go as hard as you can. When you celebrate, you go as hard as you can.
Yeah.
I will
It's going to
say-
kill us.
It's a weird thing because since I moved down here, I'm a lot more chill because it's a lot easier access to doing, anything I want, like going to bars or booking a pop-up, playing a show.
You got to control your shit.
When you're in Santa Fe, it's like, I got to stock up on liquor because I can't leave again because the cops are going to arrest me.
I'm like on Doggy Style, like everybody's got to hear the shit on W balls, W balls, W balls.
If you're licking that, it's W balls.
Yeah, DJ Salty Nuts.
And the jack-off hour.
Yeah, the
The DJ Easy Dick.
in the jack off hour. Damn, is that what this is now?
Oh, dude, I love the skits on that shit.
I call it DJ Salty Nuts.
Well, I guess in closing on the episode, I guess the last thing I want to hit on with y'all was because we talked about how how you guys came from your different art forms, came together with the cooking.
Yeah,
This is something I think is important for a lot of artists to think about because especially artists that are trying to be their own boss, like we've talked about a bunch, and trying to be just an artist for a living. You have to dive. I'm finding myself have to do it. You have to dive into different forms and different things. Because the thing about being the artist is just being like a creator. If you're lucky, you get to have your one area. But I think everyone should dabble in different stuff and learn different things in different areas. Because that way your art's more organic, more you.
Sometimes
Fuck yeah.
you got to take a big jump off a ledge and just go for it.
Yeah.
Good.
Like with the pop-ups, man, it was a big jump, It was either this thing works and people like our food or a gigantic failure.
But that's the game right there, man.
It's the same thing with music. Like,
Yeah. You just got to try.
when you play a show and you're setting your stuff up and you're looking at the crowd, you're just like, oh, but don't mess this up.
but man, bro, we so used to that now. It's like it don't even matter anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, you're gonna love my shit or you're not. I don't make music or food for the people that don't fuck with it. I make it for the people that do.
Yeah.
So like, if you like my shit, tight. If you don't, go get some other shit.
Just as the same as it's your choice to do your own thing, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
do your own thing, like it, but you're not gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing.
Word.
Well, and I think that's huge, and everybody listening should just take note of that. You know, just because you do something, if you want to expand, you know, your reaches of being being an artist, try something else. So dive into something
Yeah.
that, you know, maybe something you kind of like doing, or maybe something you don't know anything about, you know, but seems interesting. You know,
Bro, has your band done a podcast on here yet?
do you know we have not? Ominous Necro has not done a podcast. We're gonna do it the morning after the
Who's
show.
gonna interview y'all?
Huh? Well, we're just all gonna bullshit because you know, it's funny
Because like somebody has to interview you.
Well, we'll check this out. The reason why I want to talk to them is because so the background on that band is I went to 2 high schools, you know, throughout my high school career.
Word.
And so the first high school I went to, I was in marching band with these guys. I was in percussion, and then Trey specifically, he played saxophone, and he also played guitar. We were in jazz band together, and I played drums and he played guitar, and we'd talk about drum stuff, and I'd bring my double pedal to jazz band.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'd always piss off the jazz band instructor because I'd throw like you know, double bass and things that definitely shouldn't have double bass in them. You know, like double bass on some Miles Davis. You know,
That's fucking tight, though.
But what was cool was, you know, like they you know, I left. I went to Reagan High School. It's Heights High School now in Houston, but I went to Reagan, so I graduated. And they started a band, like him, Ryan, and Josh. They started a 3-piece like little, you know, death metal band, and you know, they've been playing shows for a while and wrote songs, and they brought on another band member, and they were rolling for a while. Trey played the drums. You know, he started playing guitar and then got into drums, and then their lead guitarist left, you know, for his own reasons, and so Trey stepped off drums to pick up lead guitar, and then they just hit me up.
That's tight.
So and that happened. What one was that? Was it like April or March?
So y'all are what, like a 4-piece?
March, huh? Oh, 5-piece with the vocalist.
It's vocals, bass, guitar, drums.
Yeah. 2 guitars, bass.
Oh, 2 guitars?
Yeah,
Tight.
two guitars. Yeah, man, we make noise, man. We're loud. So, but it's been great, and the reason why I want to interview him is because, you know, I'm just playing the drum tracks, you know, my interpretation of what Trey wrote. But, you know, I haven't, you know, we're about to write a new song right now, but it's my first time having input. This is their thing, you know. I'm just coming in, I learn their stuff, so I want to see how they did it, you know, just to. You know, of course, for the fans, but, like, I want to know, too, you know.
You know what, Devlin? This ties into food, too.
That's tight.
Yeah.
I don't come into ramen being like, I know all the recipes. You learn it.
It's infinite shit, man. I want to learn everything. You know, they can't learn everything, but I want to learn as much as I can. I want to be a sponge.
Right. That's how I am. You know, with food is
Mm-hmm.
like, same thing you're talking about on drums. These guys already had to establish you're trying to learn it, but then having your own input on a song is me, like, reading all these cookbooks, trying to come up with, like, so this is how they do it. Let me do it like this. Let me learn how to do this. But then what can I do? The own spin.
It's your own spin, make it yours in its own way. You know, like
Right.
like learn from it, learn from that process, but take what you learned and make it your own, not copy. Like, but you know, like that's where you work on your true. I mean, name of the podcast, artisanship of it is where you can take what you learn and make it your own without like stealing or copying.
Right. Like, what
You know,
am I
you
gonna
just
do?
learn.
I've never been to Japan. You know, like I
Yeah.
can't say, oh, I'm a ramen master. I know how to do this. But it's like
We're good as
I
fuck
have
at it.
tried my
Yeah.
hardest on this to learn how it's done, and throughout it, I've tried to be true to what I know of it, and I can't say exactly, because I've never been there, I've never, met these dudes, but I read what they do, and I try my best not to replicate it, but to learn from it. And then after that,
For real.
what can I do that I know that maybe wasn't put forth in what I read or what I've learned from this, to put my own spin on it and make a variation of this that is mine.
Yeah.
No
Absolutely.
excuses.
It's music too, like every band I've ever played in, you know what your influences are, you know what bands you like. You're not gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be the Ramones, I'm gonna play the exact same riff as them, I'm gonna do this, but you listen to them, you watch documentaries, you read about them, you do, whatever. Just their influences. They might sometimes in bands you like might be shitty people or whatever, and you can't help that. But anyway, anything has influenced you could be a positive thing if you learn from it.
For real.
And you should. I mean, why not? I mean, we're here to learn. I mean, it's the path and the journey, man. Like, and like that. That's what I enjoy the most. We're talking about that on a past episode. Is about the journey and the process and the learning. You hit the achievements along the way, kind of like with your games. You want to hit those achievements, but you want to keep going.
You gotta love the grind, bro.
I mean that's what it is. And the thing I always hit it with is like, well, whenever you beat it, what's the thing you look back on and reminisce the journey.
Remember that one time I was fucked, but did that shit.
Yeah,
got through it.
You did it, man.
So what's up? Y'all about to record a new song?
Yeah, man.
This is gonna be your time, on the recording.
We don't have any. They have some recorded material they did. In the back, but they like the drums sounded weird and like they didn't, it was low budget, But now we have, we found he actually jams in the same place. Shout out to Francisco Studios downtown.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Francisco. Yeah, you've been there. Classic. Yeah, that's where we jam at. And but there's a guy upstairs, man, that built out one of the rooms into like a little recording studio.
Does he live there?
Yeah, I think so.
I think a lot of people live there.
Yeah, like upstairs in the upper ones. But I mean, there's bands there, and but dude, if they sound good, man. We listened to some sample songs, and they sound really good. So we're gonna get those songs done. But this is just one we're gonna write. Like we're working on it right now. Maybe like we'll write it and try it at some shows, and then record it.
Yeah, that's tight. I'm excited to hear it, bro.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, man. Y'all definitely got a mosh for us, man. You gotta get out there.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
I know you've seen me ride on people's backs and shit at my own shows.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't care.
Oh yeah. Well, is there anything, just kind of a closing statement that maybe some aspiring chefs out there, artists in general, anything y'all could say?
Blaine?
Any aspired chef, just keep learning. I grew up with my great-grandpa as a World War II chef. And through my life, I went to cosmetology school. That didn't work out. But I always knew how to cook. It's just something that can be in your blood. You might not even know it, but it is.
For real, bro.
Just cook for your friends, cook for your family. Cook for anyone you care about.
Yeah.
Things that you like to cook. And do it for people. Everyone appreciates a good dinner.
Bro,
If I came over here tonight, I was like, Devlin, look, I brought all this stuff to cook for you.
Oh yeah, we'll
You wouldn't be mad about that.
Wouldn't even question it.
It's real, bro. When you're an adult and somebody feeds you, it's not like when it is when you're a kid and you expect it. You're like, that's real. Thanks.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Just cook for people you care about.
Also, don't be scared to break the rules a little.
Illegal.
You should always cook and try to do things the right way so they taste well. But you should also not be scared to experiment and feel like it's just like music or any type of art. There's no set way to do anything. You figure that shit out for yourself. As long as it's not harmful to somebody, you can make that shit work.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah, guys. I appreciate y'all coming back on, man. This has been dope.
Yeah.
It's been real dope chilling.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. Artists in Debt Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe. Make sure you guys follow Blaine and Erasmo on Instagram. You're at Illégal Noodle or Noodle Legal, or how's it?
Illegal Noodle.
Illegal Noodle spelled? All right.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
Spelled Illegal Noodle. Straight up. And then still Erasmo 409. Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. All right, make sure y'all go follow them on social. Be looking out for other episodes coming out and shows coming up. Make sure to follow us at Artists in Depth. That's on most social media platforms. Only really active on Instagram, though, I'll be honest with y'all.
Shit, follow him on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify.
Follow Erasmo on Spotify. Follow us on Spotify. Everywhere.
Listen to our shit.
Everywhere. We're everywhere. The podcast is wherever you can get them. All right, you guys. Y'all have a good night.
You've been listening to the Artists in Depth podcast, motivating creative minds through artistic exploration. If If you like what you're hearing, please be sure to give us a rating or a positive review. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can email us at vonpatrickarts@gmail.com. That is VONPATRICK@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and we look forward to talking to you.